This photo shows a button that has fallen apart, green arrow. The rubber button is cracked and torn, and it is also detached from the plastic bracket. Begin by opening your trunk. Remove the trunk trim panel rivets using a trim panel tool. You only have to remove the clips along the edge of the trunk lid, green arrow. Then unscrew and open the toolkit, yellow arrow. To remove the trunk panel rivets, pry the center out of the rivet using a trim panel tool and remove the rivet from the trim panel. Next, remove the small plastic cover located inside the handle on the left side of the trunk, green arrow, and remove the Phillips head screw under the cover, yellow arrow. Unclip the 4 trim panel clips that run along the bottom of the plastic trim panel, green arrows. This photo shows the location of the clips already detached from the trunk lid. Use a trim panel tool to release the clips. Lever out the trunk light using a flathead screwdriver, then disconnect the electrical connector, green arrow, by pulling it straight out of the light. Remove the carpet panel on the trunk by removing the 4 Phillips head screws, green arrows, then disconnect the trim panel clips at each corner, yellow arrows. Pull the carpet trim away from the trunk lid. Working on the right side of the trunk lid, locate the trunk release button electrical connector, green arrow. Remove it from the holder, then disconnect it by pulling it apart. Remove the handle from the trunk lid. There is a small notch in the handle where you can lever it out of the trunk using a flathead screwdriver or trim removal tool. Once released, you will have to remove the top first, then work out the bottom of the handle at an angle. This part will make sense as you are performing the task. Feed the wiring harness through the trunk lid while removing the handle. Note the hole, green arrow, in the trunk lid where the harness is routed, as you will have to feed the new harness through the same hole. Install the new handle in the reverse of removal. To test it, working on the right side of the trunk lid, locate the trunk release button electrical connector, green arrow, remove it from the holder, then disconnect it by pulling it apart. One side of the connector goes to the handle, yellow arrow. The other side goes to the body electrical system, green arrow. To test the handle button, connect a digital voltmeter across the handle side electrical connector. When the button is released, there should be no continuity. When the button is pressed, there should be continuity. To test the body side of the harness and latch operation, start by using a screwdriver to lock the latch in the closed position. Then turn the ignition key to the on position. Using a jumper wire, connect the 2 wires at the body side of the connector together. When connected, the trunk latch should unlock. If they do not, check the body side of the connector voltage reading. In this image, I have the back probe inserted into each terminal and a jump wire connected to one, and I am jumping the back probes together. The brown wire is ground. Ground should always be present on this wire. With the key on, the other wire should be about 5 volts. If either of these voltages are incorrect, inspect the wiring harness that runs from the trunk lid to the body. I've seen many wires break in this area. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.